Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This is Harry and today we are going to be playing, well I'm going to be playing Dear Esther. It's a very beautiful little game that you can pick up on Steam for $10. It's not much of a game, it's more of a like an interactive artwork, which is, very cool. It's more of the story and, the emotions that you feel when you play this game, and there's no, fighting or anything like that. Not what we're normally used to. So, let's get started. This is gonna be a rather long video. I'm gonna probably chop it up into a couple of videos. But anyway, let's start. Oh wait, no. Pick on and then press yes. And I'll wait in a second. And yep, see you there.
Dear Esther, the morning after I was washed ashore, salt in my ears, sand in my mouth, and the waves always at my ankles, I felt as though everything had conspired to this one last shipwreck. I remembered nothing but water, stones in my belly and my shoes, threatening to drag me under to where only the most listless of creatures swim.
Well, this is just wow. Yeah, it's a very beautiful looking game, isn't it? Let's go inside this house. What's that sound? Just listen to the music and look at that toilet. Someone has been cleaning it. It's disgusting. Wow, that. What is that meant to be? Like some sort of like chemistry symbols or something? I don't know. Strange. Let's go out. And I guess we'll go in here as well. More paint. What does this paint mean? Fluorescent almost. But like anti-fluorescent. Can I go down? I can go up and down. I'll go up. See that that red flashing light? I think that's a lighthouse. Yeah, I think it's a lighthouse. It's I think we're gonna go towards it. I think that's the aim of the game. Or art, interactive artwork type work, I guess.
Donnelly reported the legend of the hermit, a holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form. Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the sea could rise at night to converse with him. How disappointed he must have been with their chatter. Perhaps now, when all that haunts the ocean is the rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side, and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter. They say he died of fever 116 years later. The shepherds left gifts for him at the mouth of the cave, but Donnelly records they never claimed to have seen him. I have visited the cave and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy subject of his solitude.
Well, it seems to be like some sort of cage. A couple of cages, which is interesting. Rubbish. Strange. This is a very strange game. Good strange, though.
There was once talk of a wind farm out here, away from the rage and the intolerance of the masses. The sea, they said, is too rough for the turbines to stand. They clearly never came here to experience the becalming for themselves. Personally, I would have supported it. Turbines would be a fitting contemporary refuge for a hermit. The revolution and the permanence.
It's over here. It's like some sort of symbol. Almost looks like a mouse, but it's pointing. It's like a wrench. Yeah, it's like a wrench. It's pointing that way? Is there like some sort of puzzle? Doubt it. Let's go that way. I don't think we can go this way. Let's go up here. Is there anything here? Just look at the outside world.
Dear Esther, I found myself to be as featureless as this ocean, as shallow and unoccupied as this bay, a listless wreck without identification. My rocks are these bones, and a careful fence to keep the precipice at bay. Shot through me caves, my forehead a mount. This aerial will transmit it to me so. All overexposed, the nervous system, where Donnelly's boots and yours and mine still trample. I will carry a torch for you. I will leave it at the foot of my headstone. You will need it for the tunnels that carry me under.
Am I Esther? Is that what I am? Is my name Esther? And I'm just like reading the journal of this guy, who I guess is dead. Like this big poem. Is that what it is? I'm not sure. Guess I'm gonna go up these stairs. Very strange. Look at these views. There, look, that light again, you can see it. Very, very, very strange. Tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think this is an amazing game? It's definitely worth the $10 that I spent to buy this game. Not much replay value, but it's still an amazing game, and very worth, for everyone.
A wonderful sight. The moon cresting the junction between the cliff path and the stone circle. It cast a shadow of the ridge across the beach, all the world as if you had signed your name in untidy handwriting.
It's worth the $10 as I just said, but it's a strange game, very strange game. Look at all the detail though. Look, bit too weird. It's a bit too 2D for me, but it looks almost 3D until you.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff,
over there,
exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boat, and notice and aid, or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this: to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
Has he got like an infected limb of some sort?
They were God-fearing people, those shepherds. There was no love in the relationship. Donnelly tells me that they had one Bible that was passed around in strict rotation. It was stolen by a visiting monk in 1776, 2 years before the island was abandoned altogether. In the interim, I wonder, did they assign chapter and verse to the stones and grasses, marking the geography with a superimposed significance, that they could actually walk the Bible and inhabit its contradiction?
I don't know. It's very interesting, this whole story. You just have to listen. That's why I don't want to speak during the little stories. Just in case I miss something, or you miss something. Just look at the detail.
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life. I would leave you presents outside your retreat in this interim space between cliff and beach. I would leave you loaves and fishes, but the fish stocks have been depleted and I'd run out of bread. I would row you back to your homeland in a bottomless boat, but I fear we would both be driven mad by the chatter of the sea creatures.
Am I dead? Is Esther dead as well? Not sure. Like, it's very simple, this game. That's what I like about it. There's another lighthouse. This one doesn't seem to be flashing though. And I do like the music. The music's very calming. Very calming. The light again. Back on the linear path. Perfect. Piano, violin.
He still maintains he wasn't drunk, but tired. I can't make the judgment or the distinction anymore. I was drunk when I landed here, and tired too. I walked up the cliff path in near darkness and camped in the bay where the trawler lies beached. It was only at dawn that I saw the bothy and decided to make my temporary lodgings there. I was expecting just the area and a transmitter stashed in a weatherproof box somewhere on the mount. It had an air of uneasy permanence to it. Like all the other buildings here, erosion seems to have evaded it completely.
What's this? Another mathematical equation, maybe? Hang on. Bible. Can't quite make that out. Hopefully by now you can see why this game is just so beautiful. It's been given so many awards. Not sure what they are though. But you know, a lot of awards. You know, just like how beautiful the game is and stuff like that. Story. Design. It's very beautiful. Bit slow paced. That's why some people don't necessarily like it. But for those who have the patience, I guess, it's good.